Hey everyone, WW2 here. Welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. Okay, so I have already done everything you're about to see in this episode. Um, I thought I recorded it for about 2 hours. I did 2 turns, and then when 2 hours was up, it turns out I never pressed the record button. I'll start off by saying I am sorry for the weird silence at the end of last episode, followed by me quickly closing out at the end. There were some things worth talking about, but I wasn't able to. There was movement in the background and stuff. People weren't able to be quiet like they had stuff to do, and so I cut out all of the noise from my mic up until the end, signed off, and was done. So some interesting stuff did happen. Well, not some. Really just one main thing, and that is Spitfire Mark 9s, which are better than the Messerschmitts the enemy has. As long as he's not building Falkwolves, which I believe are from the same tech. No, they're not there. Are they one before? There. These guys are scary. Those guys can defeat these mine pretty much effortlessly. And what's here? It's a Firefly. I also got Sea Fires, but I don't plan to use those at all. Americans get lightning out of that, which are awesome fighters, but they're American, not mine. Cromwell. Yeah, I'd like a Cromwell. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to fight Germany a little bit. We're hopefully going to take Kyoto and help the Americans take this. If things play out, if the AI moves the same way it did last time, this thing will make it here, and it'll drop off like 6 tanks right here, who will attack the city. And then the Japanese will attack and do their best. I'm going to try to take out these Yamatos if I can, and then hit them with whatever else I have. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use my Blackburns, really, so we're going to be a little limited, or my Spitfires, because I'm going to upgrade all of these guys. And then next turn, we're going to war with Russia. So I know what Russia's going to do. These guys are going to go back and forth. Some are going to leave. Some are going to go further in. They're going to do all kinds of stuff, but just a bunch of motorized rifles. These tanks are not going to move. They're going to stay right here. So are these ones. So I cannot destroy this road, which means I can't lock them out. What I can do is destroy both of these roads so that they can't even use the mountain, because if you don't have a road leading to the mountain, and then you can't get onto it. The mountain doesn't just need a road, it needs a road that connects to another usable space by the armor. So they can't get on a mountain. If I destroy those, everything is still trapped in here, although this will be the one square they are able to rest in and recover because of the border. They could go into German space, but I wouldn't advise that. Now, if they follow the same methodology they did last time, they are not going to attack anything. I'm going to beat the tar out of this group here. Things are going to move around. I might attack these guys. Or actually, I think I'm just going to move them single Matilda. Yeah, I'll take 1. And you'll just go here. And essentially, not one of them actually attacked any of my cities. These tanks all came rolling out. These guys retreated because I hurt them. But the motorized rifles just sort of ran around in circles a little bit and weren't sure what to do. They all gathered around Paris. Even these ones did not try to attack Verdun. So I think they're afraid to attack Matildas, hopefully. So it shouldn't be too big of an issue, but we'll see. This is going to be the problem. And I also know they have about 50 of, let me see, PE2s. These, which are pretty much, they're like a longer ranged version of Blackburn Skuas, with a slightly higher attack. Or no, I think their bombard is actually the exact same. I believe they can kill, though, and they have a rate of fire of 5. So they are very dangerous, especially for planes. So I don't like those things. What I could tell, most of them were in here, in Turkey, somewhere. But he might have more. And then he's got about 6 KV-1s and 6 T-34s, which I think I've looked at them before. That's a 76. Well, yeah, that's the one, 2413. Which is better than my tanks. And KV-1s are even better. 2318. They're really more defensive, but... what was the other one? 2413, and the other one's 2318. Yeah, KV-1s are more defensive tanks, although they have plenty of attack, and I'm pretty sure both can blitz. And they got them from the same research, so... yeah, we need to attack them before they can build up their numbers too high. They're probably going to take something in here, I'm assuming. But I don't know. Okay, well, I'm not gonna bother attacking. Do I have Blenheim? I got Blenheims out here somewhere, right? they in here? Where are my Blenheims? Oh, there they are. I don't believe I have any Spitfires capable of getting out there. Honestly, no, we are going to use the Swordfish. I gotta get rid of this fighter. Take out that thing. Yeah, they can't hit anything, really. So they're all going to go here, to Hiroshima. Just going to start upgrading them. They're 40 gold a pop, but that's not that bad. We have plenty of money. There's a pretty hefty amount of defenders in there, too. Oh, there is a Blenheim over here. Just take out the plane. Oh, right, they have one of those, too. And Kate's in Kyoto. That's the other place I need to hit. Get him. I don't have a problem with America having this city. I think that'll give them a great base from which they can launch their planes. Really tear up the enemy. That elite fighter is underneath the bombers for protection. Knights are pitiful. Excellent. 2 more hits. We should have them taken care of in there. And then I can focus up on the Yamatos. Which will likely take everything we got. Don't miss. I need you guys to actually deal damage. You know, having a baby has taught me that babies like to cry. Oh yeah, let's kill him too. About everything, all the time. I don't get it. Being a baby seems like it's a pretty easy life. Just sit around doing nothing all day. People waiting on them hand and foot. They're like cats. Hitting these things at sea is way harder than bombing them in port. I don't know why, but that is how it works. Now, I think I'm not gonna do what I did the last time, though, when I didn't record. I'm not gonna take Kyoto next turn. I relied a lot, so did America, on getting just very good rolls, because we barely were able to actually deal with the units in here and in here between our Lancasters, because of all the special fortresses and stuff. So what I think I'm going to do is just hammer this city into the dirt, so the Americans can take it. And then try to destroy the Yamato if it flees into here. That way at least that thing's cleared too. I also forgot that I did not use that British India infantry to move him into Okinawa. I did sort of mean to. Man, stop dealing 1 damage. He's only got so many infantry in here, and he will attack with them if he feels he has to. So if I can hurt all of their, or all but one of them even, he'll be forced to send the last one onto that radar tower to garrison it, because the computer won't leave them undefended, making it harder for him to counterattack the Americans. And they don't have a barracks in here anymore, so these guys are going to have trouble healing back up properly. Well, he won't. I want to know how they got so many elites. America must have just been attacking this one city relentlessly this entire time. On the ground. Like, they just send over transports and keep landing. He's got a lot of them. And elite major country infantry are a nightmare in this. Right, yeah. We can take Naples. Shouldn't have to worry about any fighters. Okay, all of you guys, I don't know actually if I can pull them all out. Yeah, there's still 2 of them. Take them all. I need to get them stronger, and they're not stronger yet. There is a German tank in here somewhere. There's an infantry. I think a tank will come rolling down. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. There's not much in the way of defense in Naples. I assumed that the Italians would have garrisons in basically every city, but they don't. I'm really glad we were able to destroy the Italian Navy. That would have been a nightmare. Okay, this time our bombings are doing worse than they did. At least kill one of them. It's one less attack I have to perform. Okay. Of course, we're not going to get the mountain infantry. Someone's going to have to go fight him. Yeah. Okay, well, you just go into the air. Let's get some vision. Okay, so what I did last time was... Who hasn't moved? I killed those 2, wiped out this, killed the guys in here. So first of all, we're going to kill the Panzer. Because of course we are. And then I just bombed Freiburg with everything I had. Which destroyed a bunch of fighters, and wounded the 88 and a couple of panzers, but didn't do much else. I'm going to leave the other infantry alone. I'm also going to leave that special fortress alone, because it just doesn't matter. We're going to do everything we can to hurt Freiburg. With every bomber that we can bring to bear. Because I'm not going to be able to focus on Germany for a little while. I want to give them something to keep them busy. And I don't know when they're going to send their panzers at me again. Because they didn't over the next 2 turns, at least last time. Very possible the AI is going to, do something completely different and cause all kinds of trouble. I'm also going to have to be careful about how I promote the planes on the mainland, because they do know what I promote, and then which cities are vulnerable, and they'll bomb those with the few fighters they have. And I want to have a couple Spitfires along the southern edge of France so that we can deal with any PE-2s that the Russians might bring in. Unfortunately, short of a miracle, there's no way we're taking out that 88, so it's going to be a constant problem until we actually take the city. Usually, it'll shoot down maybe a plane or two, but in that time you've gotten through the city, you can kill it. Because there are so many panzers in here, and they don't seem to be leaving. It's garrisoned beyond garrisoned. Okay, I was hoping if it hurt him only one, he would stay on top, and if I could get 4 damage in, which I probably wouldn't finish him, but apparently not. I think he just rebuilt a barracks, so it's good that that's gone. Oh, he is on top. Can we finish him? Probably not, but let's try. Pretty sure Freiburg is on a hill, and it's got a 55 population, so the odds of us actually dealing much damage to anything are... Oh, it's grassland. Okay, so they don't get a hill bonus, but it is a 55 population city. And that thing already has a 22 defense by default, and it's fortified, so it's getting like 2, yeah, probably another, so it's 24 for the fortification. Plus, I think 100% when you're in a city with this population, so it's like almost a 50 defense. 38 bombard is real high, so we can still damage them, but it is difficult to hurt an 88. Difficult to hurt anything. I feel like I should have done more than 1 damage to that. Come on. This is just going to be our life now. I won't have to worry about this too much with the Russians, because their units have terrible defense. Even these motorized rifles only have an 8, which means consistently we'll deal at least 2, usually 3, and pretty regularly 4. Now, he doesn't have that many healthy tanks. He doesn't have any healthy tanks, actually, otherwise they'd be on top right now. And he's having trouble recovering them because of the lack of a barracks. So this, if we can hurt most of them pretty bad in this turn, it'll take them a long while before any of them are ready to attack again, which gives us some time, hopefully, to deal with these Russians. Can you guys reach Italy? No. I'm gonna have to rely on my invaders to take Naples. Is that a regular? That's a regular 3E. Either that's new, or it just has never seen any combat. That's something I did talk about last time, too. The computer will try to... So when you're Germany, the 3E does not get promoted to the 3G, nor the 3G to the 3H, even though they are direct upgrades of one another. It acts as its own separate unit. So you can build a 3E even when you're at the end of the game. It's never replaced by something. Which I think might trick the AI into thinking it needs a little of all of them, instead of just using the best version. So since I've taken out so many Panzers, I think he might build some more of the inferior ones, instead of focusing fully on 3H production. That's entirely disregarding the Messerschmitt and Junker 88s that he seems more focused on pumping out. And when we do eventually start bombing them again, we'll of course have to start this process all over, and he'll probably have moved a lot of Messerschmitts in. Oh, can we kill the 88? Probably not. We'll probably deal 1 damage. My Lancasters have a habit of doing that. Yes! Yes! That's great news. Special fortresses. Of course there are. That's awesome, though. Now I don't have to worry about flak in here, unless I see him move flak in. I know he has at least 1 flak in Stuttgart, because it shot down a bunch of my bombers the last time. Somehow that 88 didn't take out a single Lancaster. We got great rolls. And now we're actually killing units. This is going much better than it did last time. I did take out the manufacturing plant, that I did. And I killed a decent number of population, but I think I just failed a bunch of bombs, or something like that. And of course, I had 5 or 6 of my Lancasters shot down by this point, by that 88. So what's going on here? This is almost a miracle in comparison. I do have a lot of Lancasters, though. Yeah, Germany should already have a tank or 2 on the way down to Italy. Got one. Sweet. I think I have 1 or 2 in London, too. Maybe we can kill a couple more. Yeah, we just need to keep having them head for Srinagar. I think... Okay, that's as close. I think that's all my planes, then? Yeah, so my bombings on Japan, not Japan, my bombings on Italy didn't go as good as they did last time. Bombings on Japan went a little better. I'm probably going to lose both of these guys if the Russians start bombing Nicosia, which I bet they're going to do. You know what I should do? Do that. Start pumping out flak. I get enough in there? No one's taking that thing. Right. That's something I need to do, actually, the moment this guy's done moving. Is turn off friendly animations, because it literally takes up like 10 to 30 minutes a turn now, watching American tanks move back and forth. So before I forget, Animate our friend moves? No. Our manual and our automatic. It gets those mixed up, so I'm going to leave those. Yeah, just don't animate them. Because I don't think they're going to do anything too relevant either way. No, we're all Matilda'd up on that side. As far as the Russian advances, I didn't see any units come out of Turkey, if I remember right. They just bombed a bunch. Nothing came out at Asia or Siberia, although I think they did have a plane or two up here that bombed. And nothing, I didn't see any planes come out of Spain, and no units came out, but of course they couldn't. The roads were knocked off. These guys did. And of course all of these guys did. I think I saw a couple more units come from this side, but no tanks. Just a bunch of motorized rifles. There wasn't a whole lot. I know that he has more guys in the Middle East. It's one of the things that I am worried about, actually. I know that they're going to show up and just mess the place up. I need more planes, actually. Frankly, how many do I have here in Srinagar? Okay, you have 3 right now. No, you have more than that. You have a couple that haven't been able to move yet. I'm taking 3 of these guys, and they're going over here. 'Cause I need more in Baghdad. Just digging roads for the heck of it now. Okay, so this whole stack, yeah, I can go to Hiroshima. That thing's still in resistance. It's going to be a while before we can use that. You guys need to go here and heal up. Actually, both of them can move. I'll use him to garrison this city. You can go here. I just want someone in Persia so I can see what's going on. They have a lot of wide open spaces. And I need this road intact. This is vital. Well, it's not as vital as it used to be. Now that I have Benghazi, I have an aerial import outside of Kathmandu, but it is very helpful. Here, let's wake up one of these Matildas. Yeah, you guys, I'll send the other Matildas north. These guys can stay up here. Matildas are probably my most important ground units right now. I have all kinds of things I can use to attack, even inferior attackers, but nothing matches that defense. Those guys are enough, not just to hold against powerful attackers, although they can do that. Their real benefit is that everyone's scared of them. No one likes to go attack a Matilda unless you're a German panzer. I have seen them do it, ruthlessly, with no turn, rhyme, or reason. They just charge right in and attack. Yeah, so Germany shouldn't have a lot to respond with. We did a lot of damage to them. Now, when I bombed the Russians, I focused a lot of my efforts on one of those stacks of motorized rifles, because I thought it was quite a few of them. They were right on top of Paris. A couple groups could attack Paris at once. I take them out, don't have to worry about them. And they did run, so I might do that again, but I'm not sure. That stack of Russian tanks, they couldn't reach any city, so I left them there because next turn I can focus on them. And I should probably do that still. I was thinking I could bomb them first, but at the end of the day, they can't reach any city, and the other ones can. Our convoy's getting real close. Okay, you guys go to Hiroshima. Yeah, don't sass me, advisor. I know what I'm about. Okay, now let's attack Naples and see if we can take it. I do have some artillery. There you go. Now this one, if they have the right movement, any enemy has the right movement with a two-movement enemy. Like if they don't come from too far away, they can land here and attack the city in one turn. So I am going to need to secure this one. So we'll leave the South African there. The tanks will move up, because German tanks may likely be coming down. Given how good we did on our bombing, I can't say that for certain, because we did great. But they might. That guy's injured, but no one can get him. And they should be out of range of bombers now. Okay, do I have fighters in here? I have you, which I can upgrade. Is that it, though? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna upgrade one of you. The other one goes here. Yeah, that's the tricky part, is they're all in use, so I can't just go upgrade them all. Those two just did, so I'll put them in the air in the next turn. A couple more will exchange out. Here, we'll upgrade 3 of you now. In London. That guy's already moved. Okay, you can actually stay in the air for now. And next turn, I'll promote the rest of them. I did put a couple Mark 5s in the air. I could put some Mark 9s up, actually. Here. There'll be now 2 elites in the air, and I think a Mark 9, or I just moved him there, I think. Yeah, and then we'll leave the others. We'll move this cruiser a little closer. We'll leave the rest of what we have where it's at. It'd be awesome if the Russians went to war and just attacked Freiburg and took it. Just crunch what's left. Okay, well, we now shouldn't have to waste time watching our allies move. I don't know if that counts for the Russians. I don't know where... It says friendly versus enemy. And they shouldn't be animated. Why am I seeing them? I said I didn't want to see the American tanks. Come on. It's gonna take so long. There are hundreds of them. It makes me so mad. Okay, so do I just have to turn off show unit movements? I said don't animate them. This actually pisses me off. I clicked the button that said don't animate. Because this is stupid and it takes so much time. It's worse next turn, somehow. I didn't know that it could be, but apparently it is. Out here clogging up my roads, doing nothing. I'm pretty sure everyone's at peace with Brazil now, right? Either that has already happened, or it's going to happen in one turn. I'm getting my timeline all mixed up. I just didn't want to have to watch this. I'm so annoyed. At least my auto movements aren't as bad as they are when I play in Germany. Once you get later in the game as Germany, my auto movements would take 10 or 20 minutes each. I disabled all my automatic movements just to avoid that, and even though it was skipping some of my regular movement, I figured that was worth it, so I didn't have to watch everyone move around like that. Because you have so many people going everywhere, because as Germany, you're like a wave that's just washing across the world, conquering everything. As Britain, most of the world is your allies. Or neutrals that you don't care about. Unless you're an imperialist, which, under normal circumstances, I would be. And I'd probably have had an easier game by now if I was. Would have been awesome if I moved in and somehow took Spain before Germany took France, and then I bomb out the roads. Maybe that's what I should have done. Gone to war with Spain and destroyed those roads, one way or another. Spain had probably rebuilt them. Or Germany would, but it would take them a little time. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to do that in France itself before France was conquered to keep the Germans from advancing, because the French, you can't destroy your own allies' roads, so I'd have to wait till the Germans took it, at which point anything I have waiting to bomb out roads is just going to get killed, or to destroy roads. Those tanks are awful, too. I thought those were an upgraded version of their first tanks, but they're not. Those are M2A2s. And they're like 13.8. Which are probably the worst named tank in the game. They're the American starting tank. The Shermans are pretty good. The Lee Grants are... they're alright. And I'm not sure of the Stuart's numbers, but I don't think they're much better. They're just fast. This is fun, isn't it? This is why we play Civ, is to watch this. Watch the computer be a moron, and put up what basically is just a wall of tanks in my territory, for no reason at all. We're gonna have to watch the Russians move after this, too. At least their move is relevant to us. It's not very exciting, though. It's just a lot of motorized rifles rolling back and forth. I don't have to watch all of their tank divisions anymore, because they're all chilling on the mountain road that I can't destroy. Which it really is annoying that they do that. I get why they would do that one. That's just because of its proximity and the fact that it's a road. Well, where else are they going to stay? The not roaded mountain? That's because they're getting ready to fight. The guys who were parked on that hill in my territory, that makes no sense at all. We don't have a rite of passage. We're not allies. I don't know why the computer, and they're not going to war with me right away. I don't know why the computer has this obsession with parking things in my space. They've done it, multiple people have done that routinely. The Persians did it, I think the French did it at one point. They'll just go into my territory and stop. I'm just happy the Dutch aren't doing that to the channel anymore. Generally, if you own a channel or an isthmus that the computer thinks is important, but it's in your territory, they don't try to block it off, even if you can't do anything about it. If it's not within your territory, if they go after that thing with more vigor than they do anything else. Anything. Computers got weird priorities sometimes. Are about to fall off. Listening to the same droning of the unimportant tanks. Well, I'm glad that those bombings went very well. We took out an 88. I did not expect us to do that. And we damaged all of his panzers, and destroyed the barracks, so he's probably going to rebuild that thing, but it'll take him a turn or two, and they're all going to have to heal up within that time. That's assuming he doesn't find something else more important to build. I took out a factory and a manufacturing plant. That city's production has just slowed down. At the same time, it is a 44, no, higher than that, almost a 50 population city now. It was higher, which means every single square is being worked all the time. So if he has 10 shields coming in, which I think is all a barracks costs, right, then he's good, and he's going to be able to build whatever he wants. As far as the barracks goes. Of course, I couldn't bomb him again this turn if I wanted to, because I didn't touch Stuttgart, and I know he put fighters in there, so they'll be up in the air next turn. That was probably the reason, I can't remember, but I think the last time I did this, I did not have enough bombers, because I used a bunch of them on Stuttgart, to at least damage the fighters that were in there so he wouldn't use them. But now that I know I'm going to war with Russia, I don't have to waste them. I can just target the panzers. It is awesome that we took out that 88. It's the only reason I'm okay dealing with this. I don't want to, but I'm alright. I'm going to survive, and it's because I already did that. Because I watched my Lancasters take out a German 88 in Freiburg. Apparently the infantry have somewhere more important to be. I don't know, I'm just annoyed that the computer is making me watch this, even though I told it not to. There was a part of me that just wanted to quit out of the game immediately. Because if you click any button, especially the mouse, during any movement, when the cursor is a spinning blue circle, it just freezes up and shuts down. The whole computer, or the whole game does. I think that's because of Windows 10. So you gotta be real touchy about this stuff. I have accidentally lost a lot of progress doing things like that. I don't even touch the mouse during the whole my auto movement or anyone else's. Okay, here we go. It's a Stuart, I think a Lee Grant, and a bunch of M2A2s, which, given the number of tanks he does have, I feel like he could have put together a better invasion force than that. Okay, America's done. Russia's the only big move that we have left. I think it's played this Sonata 3 times now in a row. This is the one that keeps getting copyright claimed. In case I failed to mention that before. Someone keeps doing that on my videos. Every one of them that I post that has this Sonata in it. They're trying to copyright claim it. Not like the "we'll get your video taken down" copyright claim. Just the "we're here and we're annoying you" copyright claim. It's really weird. Yeah, that makes sense. Sweet, none of my guys in Plymouth got shot down. Oh, right, I should have checked on that. Forgot about it. That's probably a 3H. Well, you're a dead man. That's it for Germany. We might be able to take Rome, depending on how much defense it's got. That guy's dead too. Okay, so yeah, he is attacking. Looks like he's sending the elites to garrison. Sweet. So I can take them out. Make America's life a little easier. Okay, so the Allies are not going to go to war with Russia until after... You going to attack? No. Until the Soviet turn after I bomb them. So I want to have rites of passage when we're at war, so my allies can get through my space and help me fight the Russians wherever they may be. Because they will. They'll just, if nothing else, they'll keep the Russians busy. But they'll also take out units here and there. And I want them to be able to do that. I'm going to have to divert a couple fighters into Bordeaux as well. Maybe a couple more into Toulouse. Just to deal with those PE2s. The fact that their rate of fire is 5, that's probably the scariest thing about them. If they are lethal, and I don't know that they are, I guess I'll know pretty fast. If they manage to take out just that one tank in Lyon, something could really get a sweep from behind city capture on me. Yeah, so a lot of them are leaving. And like I said, they didn't attack Verdun. That is not a reason for me to pull defenses out of it either. They might have only not attacked it because the computer cheats and knows how much is in there. But I saw, yeah, a lot of them were leaving. But I don't want them to get away, I just want them to be caught off guard. They like that forest for some reason. It's because it has a higher defense. And they know they could get attacked at any moment. Yeah, this only leaves a couple guys around Bordeaux. Yeah, last time the Germans sent down, I think, 2 3Es and a 3G to right outside of Naples. I wasn't able to destroy them, but I heard a couple of them and the rest ran away. Actually just build a harbor. Could Good thing you got that barracks built when you did. Build an aqueduct, actually. Good, you got an airport. Harbor, I suppose. It came right back. That pollution did. We just cleared it. Awesome. Kampala's almost online. Got our first Lion class, which I learned, and it made me a little sad. Looks exactly like a King George V. I was hoping it was going to look different and cool. But no, it looks identical. You know, I've never actually seen a Bismarck, or a, not a Bismarck, a Hindenburg. It might just look like a Bismarck. Got a flak in here. That might do something. You never know. Okay, I'm going to devote one to it. Cool, I'm good with that. I intended to just harm him, but that works. I would like to keep an eye on them. That's a motorized. So if the proper... He's waiting for like an opportunity to jump in and take this city right when I'm at my weakest. Not gonna happen. Get out, no, go to war, okay. I did not use, because of the panzers that came down, I wasn't able to use these guys for this attack either. Now I can. That, I think, is the only source of iron they have on this side of these mountains. So, that should prevent him from building anything that requires iron. Let's just go ahead and wound this stack so they can't attack Toulouse. I'll probably kill them. I didn't last time because I was trying to spread out damage just so I could keep a lot of people busy. Given that I'm not super worried about most of these motorized rifles, I think I'm going to kill them, kill that cavalry that's up there, and this infantry. Just because they're enemy units, wiping out his guys keeps him from doing more stuff. Those guys aren't really a threat, but I can kill them pretty fast. Okay, let's finish off this. Dang it. What do I have as far as defenders, just so I know? 3 Matildas, and a lot of other tanks. So yeah, once I'm done bombing down all of the random stuff, there's 3. Oh yeah, they're not taking that. So I'm going to kill him. Well, let's wipe out this stack first, then we'll kill those 2. Let's see where we're at. Because these guys will fall back and heal. It'll take them forever to heal, because they'll only heal one hit point every fortified turn in their own territory. It'll take them a long while, they won't be able to do much. But if I can wipe them out now, I might as well, right? Just in case some bombers do something funky, I'm taking out that road. I've been thinking about that, you know, sneak up from behind, take a city. And if somehow they manage to hurt this thing really bad, or destroy it, if those PE2s are lethal and in range, something from here could just go jump, 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 and take it. And I'd rather that didn't happen. Okay, now with a stack this size, he just might be bold enough to attack Paris. Let's take the option away from him. Man, we're not doing great. Apparently in World War II, the country of Luxembourg, which exists like, let me see, I think it's like right here, or something like that. I don't know exactly where it's at, but it's around there. It was its own independent nation at the time, which I actually didn't know. For some reason I thought that it came into being as its own independent nation later, but it was. And when Germany was rolling through the area, it was trying to oppose Germany. And the entire country was defended by a single squad of defenders. For anyone who's not aware of what these sizes mean in military terminology, a squad is 8 men. There were 8 men defending an entire nation. They didn't defend it for long, in case anyone was curious. It is sort of just like one city. It's a tiny little place. Now, these guys do have a reasonably low defense, but it's the fact they're on this forest. Makes me hesitant to actually attack them. But I feel like they're just going to keep jumping between these defensive places if they want to. And there's not really going to be anything I can do to get around that. Oh yeah, before I forget. No. Did I animate friend moves? No. Did I click X out? Well, that makes a little more sense. Just because I don't want to go through it again, I'm not going to bother monkeying with it yet. don't want to click... Well, I do want to see it, because I would like it to show me their moves, even if it doesn't animate them. But I really don't want to take the chance that that's going to force me to sit through all the tank movements again, so I'm just going to leave it there. Our friends will move, and it's not really that relevant to us. Thanks for the 1 damage. Okay, he's out of veterans. Out of full health veterans. He's down to regulars with 5 hit points. There you go. We only did 2 damage to quite a few of them. So they'll have a handful. Yeah, we're doing it again. They'll have a handful of these 4 hit pointers. So that's all of them. Can any of them... Oh, whoopsie. Can any of them make it over here? No. Although they can go there. might attack this stack. I was really cautious with my attacking units last time because I wanted to use them on the Russian tank divisions. But there's no real reason not to use them on these guys. We have the opportunity. So 7 movement, 100 attack, 70 defense. He's 5 points worse on defense than a Bismarck. He has the same movement. I thought Bismarcks had an 8 movement, but they don't. Okay. Right. Where are those Blenheims? There. Okay. I expected there would be a fighter in there. There are not. It's good to know. So Lee Grant is 2013, a little worse than a Valentine, and Stewart's are 1613. Which is not very good. At least it has a 13 defense, though. Yeah, America was operating under worse conditions as well. I didn't actually bomb down these units on my turns, so when America landed, all of their infantry attacked the tanks. They didn't destroy any of them, but they hurt the Grant and the Stuart pretty badly. And then it was up to the M2A2s, which just barely took the city. So America's in better shape this time. I think they should definitely have this thing in the bag, especially because all my attention's going on it. Oh yeah, we're now at war with the Soviets, so I can expect those coastal flotillas to destroy whatever I send out in the water. Typical. Let's just hurt them and not actually finish them off. Good. The one advantage to Japan attacking is they lost all of their infantry, but like one guy, like 3 elites I think, died. There was one that I had bombed the turn before, so he was wounded in the city, and then a veteran jumped out onto that radar tower. Okay, let's move the rest of our Lancasters first. It's kind of skipping over them. Okay. If America can't handle what's left in there on their own, then I'm just going to give up on them. I see an SNLF up there, but he's busy garrisoning, so I shouldn't have to worry about him. I do think they get a new one in Osaka this turn, though. One of those guys attacked me when I took Kyoto last time. One of them came charging out and attacked, and he hurt my Matilda pretty bad. Come on, hit the stinking Yamato that's in there. More than once. See if we can kill some stragglers, though. I don't know how many I have left. I can't really check it. So I'll throw whatever's left at Kyoto. But I don't see a reason not to kill these guys. Alright, yet another nade up there. Sendai is the name of a Japanese city? I've seen that name is used for 2 different women in Baldur's Gate. One in Throne of Ball, one in Baldur's Gate 1. I didn't know it was an actual, I mean, I figured it was probably an actual name somewhere. Like, they generally use real names. Didn't assume it was the name of a Japanese city, though. I assumed, if anything, it was going to be European. Oh, right. Yeah, we should probably kill him. I do like that every major nation gets their own, at least paratroopers, but I think they all get Marines too. I don't know if France does. I know everyone else does, though. It sort of adds a little versatility to your stuff. Okay, so Kyoto, yeah, still has a full health, so we're not going to bother attacking it this turn, but we should be able to take it next turn. Wasn't there someone walking? Right. You. Go here. Okay, let's get the auto move out of the way. So yeah, I think I'm going to take the offensive units I have in Paris, although I don't know that I have many there. We'll see what I've got. And we may attack the Russians that are in that forest, because they're all hurt pretty bad. forest brings up to a 12 defense, which still isn't great, but it's high enough to actually be an issue. Like, you can't just barrel over that with the numbers that my people have. We still have to be careful, and I have far fewer units than either the Germans or them when it comes to Europe. Although I have been slowly building up my stock. And, you know, there probably aren't many fights that could be quite as epic as the empire on which the sun never sets versus the gigantic Soviet Union that spans half of 3 continents. 2 continents. If there's a confrontation for the world, that'd be it. So another turn or two. Those guys will be abreast. I'll have my next wave. Okay. Have an uninjured Valentine. You should be able to take him out. He has a 5 defense. Couple of them with 3 left. I have some cruisers. Yeah, let's use these. I don't want to use my better tanks, because they have enough defense, they could be what contributes to the enemy avoiding Verdun. There's all those Valentines and Crusaders. But I have a handful of cruisers I don't need. Outside of something like this. Okay. I don't really want to attack with British infantry. They're more valuable defending. Yeah, and I want to keep everything down here prepared for counterattacking this, which is just so many of them. Okay, we're gonna wake up you. King George V and the Prince of Wales both did. They're the only two I have. I thought I had another one. In that stack, I thought I had another one. I do still have the Howe just chilling in there. Okay, the Matilda and the Marine should both be able to make it in safely. I would love to find out if he has Blitz right now, but I ain't gonna be able to. I think he can just make it in. Alright. Let's try not to forget this time around. The Russians have Istanbul, so their fleet can come out, and it probably will. This is a British militia. Yeah, you might need another one of those. I'm gonna go ahead and rush this in Paris just so I never have to deal with it going into revolution, hopefully. Because that would suck. I can't really do anything else over here. Alright, what's in here? Oh, there's a Matilda and a Valentine. Let's send both of those over. Not wake them all. Wake those guys. Okay. So all that's left in here is just the Valentine? Yeah, looks like it. I expect things are going to get real violent up there real soon. Okay, I feel like I'm forgetting something else again. I say that at the end of every turn. So that should keep them from sending anything else out. Assuming they have anything else there. I can go ahead and try to get a spy in them. Worked last time, worked this time. Oh yeah. He's got 18 artillery, and I think he has some heavy artillery too, which I would like to build, but I don't have enough cities. 6 T-34s. I-16s and Yaks are not good planes. PE-2s, those are bombers. 6 KV-1s. Yeah, 69 heavy artilleries. 209 Soviet tanks. 307 motorized rifles. So this is not all of them, but this is a large chunk of his tanks. If the rest of them are in the Middle East, though, and they come down here, we're definitely losing it. There's nothing I can do to turn that sort of a army aside. Okay. And all the allies are going to move before the Russians, so they're going to move before the war actually initiates. I don't think I really have anything else. Yeah, we're still just trying to very slowly make our way through. Those guys I'm going to leave alone. I took out the others because they were individual. That's like an entire stack, though. Okay. Yeah, no, we need these for counterattacking. Alright. Well, let's go over to next turn, I think. And hope everything goes smoothly so I don't lose more progress again. If this one doesn't actually record, I am just going to move on without recording. That's what I'm going to do. You're still attacking with the M2A2s? Use anything else. Why would he not just use the Stuart and the Lee Grant? They're better at this, in every way. Alright. So he's got the city. Yeah, I think the not showing allied movements is doing something weird to him. Not doing something weird, it's just... yeah, it's gonna do that. Because I can't actually see what's going on. Ah! Alright. New Bismarck on the field. That thing can probably attack our main fort. Oh, that was the SNLF. Okay, here we go. So the SNLF is now busy defending nothing. I mean, it's like a radar tower, but who needs that? There they are. Yeah, those guys are just going to take out my destroyers. I was so hoping the destroyer would actually shoot something down. I do have 3 flak in there, so that one makes a little sense. Okay, so I said the fighters are supposed to be in the air. Like, I clicked the button to do that, and it looks like it has not yet, so that's annoying. Yeah, he's gonna tear up my Spitfires. They only have a 2 defense, though. So I get a couple Spitfires in the air, they can really take him out. He has a lot of those things, but I don't know where they all are. They have a 10 range. That's very far from most of the world. Here we go. Okay, he is moving that with it. If he leaves that road undefended, I may destroy it, but I might leave it there. It gives them a place to run to that doesn't actually help them, but it'll keep them busy. That way they don't flee into German territory and just take off for their own land. Because if that's the only option they have, that is where they'll go. But if they go down there and fortify, that keeps them out of my hair for a while. Yeah, there's a lot of these things. I don't think I have enough Lancasters to even hurt each of them. I can hurt a lot of them, but not all of them. But give me 2 turns, probably 2 full turns, I might have that entire stack wiped out or completely nullified. And we're halting our advances on Germany and Italy until this problem is resolved. Unless I just see a crazy good opportunity to walk in and take something. Japan, we're too close to beating them, and they're too big of a problem. So we're just going to keep pressing over there and hope the Russians don't bother us too much. I'll probably divert a few Spitfires up to the cities around Vladivostok and that area, just to deal with the few bombers they do have, because I hate those things. A 22 bombard and a 5 rate of fire, they can probably kill fighters pretty effectively, if they bomb them. Yeah, most of that stack, the wounded one, pretty much the whole thing should go onto that hill, where they will either run into German territory or try to heal up. Either one works for me. Yeah, these guys should just crowd right up around Paris. That's right. That stack on the hill just goes into the middle of nowhere. completely eliminating their limited usefulness in this endeavor, like, because they can't do anything out there. They might be going for Brest, but they'll never reach it before I kill them. Even if they did manage to get there, and I didn't have enough bombers to do anything else, I could just send a Matilda over there and secure it. Yeah, his movements are really weird. They were doing this stuff, like that guy moving onto the oil and then onto the flatland. I don't know what that's about. But how does that help? Is he trying to keep away from the zone of control of my tanks in there? I've never seen the computer care about that before. And I don't even know if my tanks have zone of control. Even so, I feel like it would make more sense to go onto that forest that's right south, right? That's south of that oil. I just don't understand why they move that way. It's very weird. I didn't see anything else come tearing down the Italian peninsula. So the Germans and the Italians were very, very busy. Not a typhoon. Cool, that one's getting close. Awesome. Offshore platform. Yeah. What else can you do? Can't even get a factory on that island. There is a lot of celebration, but I'm not sure why. Maybe the people were angry I was just letting the Russians walk through my territory, and now that we're at war, they're glad we're doing something about it. I don't know, the celebration seems very, very strange. Kinda out of nowhere. Okay. So, before I end this episode... Fine. We already have a rite of passage, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about the Netherlands or the Belgians, because I really don't care. So they did not get attacked, which tells me he doesn't have many units up here. So they can just start wailing on things. Whatever that means for them. I'm not going to bomb near their cities, because if they have fighters, I cannot really replenish my numbers out here. Alright, so the Hurricane and 2 of those Spitfires were uninjured. Just 2 of the Spitfire Mark 5s, actually. Okay, so the ones with the higher defense came in, and they absorbed the brunt of the attacks. So this turn, at least those 2 Mark 5s, I think, should be in the air. I lost, of course, my few, my destroyer that was in there. Destroyers. But they did shoot down one of those planes, which is awesome. And I'll start building up a bunch of flak here. to keep shooting down whatever he sends. I expect he's going to attack Nicosia from Istanbul. That would not surprise me at all. And we're just going to have to focus everything we've got on beating this stack into the dirt, which I should be able to do a lot of damage to him. Unfortunately, I can't do much else. If they do take Nicosia, we can bomb that. But he's got fighters, terrible as they are. Maybe I should start bombing his territory, actually. His fighters are awful. I mean, I think Yaks are the best ones he's got. The Yak 1s. 764, 1179. I'm pretty sure these are Yak 1s. He had one of them last I checked. Now he's got 9, and yeah, those are Yak 1s. Those ones can semi-consistently shoot down these things, but if he only has one of those in the world, and he just built 8 of them, which means they're not ready to go yet, it'll still take minimum 2 or 3 turns for them to ship out of their city, go somewhere, and then get in the air. Gives us a turn or 2 of free attacks on stuff, so I might actually start bombing. Also, just so I don't forget, I'm going to wake up them, and I will go ahead and change the preference to show friend movements. Just don't animate them. Yeah, the Americans just have a line now, completely blocking off everything if I want to go anywhere. I need to just build a road right through here. There are 8 in there. 2 more, that thing will be ready and it'll ship out. Alright. Well, I think that's going to do it for this one then. So we're now at war with Russia. And if we play our cards right, that should not be a problem. Once we take out this stack, this is the only other really big one of uninjured guys. Yeah, there's just a couple of minor groups otherwise, and we can handle them. So we're going to bomb this thing into the dirt, and over the next 2 turns, hopefully, take that whole thing out, as well as a few other stragglers when we get a chance. And within 3 or 4 turns, we should have Europe clear of the Russians, for the moment at least. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for this one then. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.